I'm only talking about the movie. I don't know anything about the book series. I'm just talking about the movie. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about the Netflix movie Uglies. Like I said in the opening, I didn't know this was a series. I don't know anything about the books. I'm just talking about this movie. It stars Joey King. I'm a fan of hers, so I wanted to check it out. I read the description. It was like a person is looking for their missing friend, basically. I'm like, okay, it's going to be some type of adventure. It takes place in a dystopian future, fossil fuels, war, chaos, things we've heard of before about dystopian futures. Humans are split into groups. You have the pretty, and then you have the uglies. The uglies live in like this dorm. They're younger because on their 16th birthday, they're supposed to have this life-changing operation, this transformation to become their perfect self. And once they have that operation, they get to go into the city where they're having a lot of fun all the time, always having these parties, rather than being a dorm. So you have Tally, played by Joey King. You have Paris. They're best friends. They grew up together in this system, in the dorms. Paris is a little bit older, so he's going to get his surgery first. But they have an agreement like, hey, in about a month, we're going to meet at the bridge. We're going to talk about stuff. Cool. He leaves. She's texting him like every day, blowing him up. He's not responding. But the meeting comes. She goes. He's not there. So she's like, I'm going in the city. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's that adventure. She's looking for a friend, some answers. She finds the guy in like 3 minutes. Like, what happened? And he's pretty, but he's acting weird and different and talking different. And she's just like, looking at him like, something is off. She don't belong there. So when she goes back across the bridge, she comes across this lady named Shay. Shay also lives in the dorm. And then they become best friends. And we get a montage of them hanging out. And I'm like, she was worried about this dude. Like she found him. Now what? But it turns out that Shay is not interested in the transformation. She's interested in this other group called the Smoke, led by this guy named David. And they don't do the transformation. They live in the woods somewhere and they don't believe in the surgery. So Shay wants Tally to go with her. Tally's like, no, I've been really looking forward to this surgery and getting back to hanging out with Paris. So then it becomes like a conflict of interest. Tally is approached by the evil person in charge of the city and is like, hey, your friend is in danger. I need you to find stuff. So then Tally becomes like this double agent type person where she goes to find the Smoke, and she does come across David. And I thought the guy who played David, I don't know his name, but I thought he was really well. He did really well in this movie as this guy, as this young leader that people looked up to. And, he always tried to do the right thing. And he was helping Tally understand why they were there, why they were fighting for things against the transformation, against the surgery. And when we were spending time with those two characters, I was like, okay, this is decent. But in terms of like story and action and stuff, nothing was really going on that kept my interest. So I was like, well, she found her friend, so it's not really that type of movie in terms of like her trying to get through all these obstacles to find out what happened to him. He's literally right there front and center a lot. And it's up to Tally to choose the side she wants to be on. I didn't know it was a book until after I watched the movie, because the movie, spoiler alert, it ends on some type of cliffhanger, and I was like, what? How? What are we gonna get? Like, when are we gonna get the answer to what's going on? And the movie is not really like well done, like a Maze Runner or something, where you're gonna get another movie. This movie was rocky. It's not something I would highly recommend unless you probably read the books and you want to see this. So I'm like, I don't think we're gonna get a movie number 2 to see what happens, because I don't know what happens in the story. So Tally does something at the end of this movie, and then you're like, fade to black. So Uglies is not something I can recommend for people to check out unless you read the book and you're interested to see how things are portrayed and how things change from the book to the movie. Watching it, I was just like, I thought it would be something else. I thought it would be more to this particular story. Like I said, the guy who played David, really good. Enjoyed time with him. But other than that, it's a pass for me. But those are just my thoughts on Uglies. It's a Netflix movie. If you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.